Hello everyone, and welcome back to HTML and CSS Lessons in Codecademy. So last time we did the quiz, which is the only time that we're going to have a quiz. So now we're getting back into the coding. So let's get back into what we normally do. Introduction then. Let's continue learning more about HTML. You've already covered a lot. How to set up head and body tags, how to make headings and paragraphs, and how to add images and links. In this course, we'll take it to the next level. A. Making ordered and unordered lists. I have no idea what that is, I will just say it outright straight away. B. Changing font sizes, color and type. C. Changing the background color, and D. Aligning the text. I don't know how we're going to do aligning the text. Hopefully we get into CSS for that. So let's see what our tasks are. Let's get warmed up by adding a title in the head. Sure, that's quite easy. As we have learned before, we just do an opening and a closing title tag. In the body, create a paragraph using P. Write anything you like. So here, my title, I'll just do simple things. And then in here we need to put a paragraph tag, an opening and a closing one. Don't forget the closing one. And anything you like. Save and submit. And there we go. So as we've seen before, the title doesn't show up on our web page. It shows up normally in the tab I mean. Too many tags. And the paragraph does show up in here. So anything that's in the body shows up on your web page, and anything that's in the head usually doesn't show up in the body. Let's move on. Indentation is your friend. So now is a good time to quickly mention indentation. So that means the amount each line is spaced in from the margin. You'll notice that when we place tags inside of other tags, we indent them more. This really helps make your code more readable. So you don't have to do indentation, but it just helps you or somebody else looking at your code to see what's going on more easily. Because if you had something like this, then I don't know how you can understand this. So I don't think that anybody could understand this. And now a web page is a lot longer than this. So if you continued adding tags in between those, nobody's gonna know what's going on. So that's why you do indentation. So check out our indentation in the editor to the right. Try to follow this indentation style when you're writing HTML so you don't get confused. Basically, use indentation to your advantage. It's your friend. So let's move on. Ordered lists. Okay, something that we don't know, or at least I don't know. Good, now let's learn how to make ordered lists. An ordered list is simply a list that is numbered, like the one below. So on line 8 we begin the ordered list with the opening tag OL. I'm pretty sure that that's an L. It might be a capital I, but I think it's an L. So on line 8, this is line 8, that's the beginning of the list. Raindrops on roses. So from what I can see, they haven't written a 1 on there, but there's a 1 in the on the web page example. On lines 9 to 11, we wrap, i.e. surround each individual item with li and /li tags. So you open and close the tags. Okay. Oh, they have those two tags there, and then in between you're listing each thing. Okay. Because each listed item is only on one line, we put the entire element on one line. So this whole thing is one element. On line 13, so here, we finish the ordered list with the closing tag OL /OL. So how cool is this? We can now add ordered lists to headings and paragraphs as things we can use in our HTML body. So without having to write one dot space and then the element, you can just write raindrops on roses and surround that with OL and LI. I guess this could be useful if you're doing a lot of numbers, so you don't have to remember each number, but if you're doing just single things, then I don't know if it's that efficient or that useful. I guess it really depends on how you want your web page to look. And I also noticed that there's an indentation before, or on the web page, the items are indented. So before the 1 there's a space, although they don't leave a space here. So there, if we do that, for example, that's how you would get the space, maybe? I have no idea. So that's also an extra that you get, I guess. So our instructions then are on line 14, so here, create an H2 sized heading called list of things I find just okay. H2. There we go. Starting on line 15, create an ordered list using the OL tag. Oops, I added too many pointy brackets. I still don't know if that's what their name is. I really hope it is, because I've been using it for so long. So I will use indentation here. And what do we do next? Your ordered list should have 3 items, each wrapped by li tags. So 3 items. Li and /li. I'll just copy this over so that it's easier and less time consuming. If I can actually do that, there we go. Then just okay. I don't know. Shopping. I don't really like shopping, but oh well. Playing games. Well, computer games. And then, I don't know. Looking at a screen. I can't really think of anything right now. So as we can see, we have our heading 2, and then we have 3 lists. Let's see what happens if we don't add the OL tags. So I wonder if the browser is just going to assume. Oh, okay, so it doesn't indent it as far. It puts like a little dot in front of it, but it doesn't number them. And if we don't put an li at all, it's just going to put them in one line, as you will see in a moment. As you can see there, it just puts everything in one line. And if you were to put paragraph tags around them, it would be just leaving a space in between them. It wouldn't be numbering them or putting dots before them. So now I will redo everything that I just did there for the example and 7 submit, and there we go. So let's move on. One more ordered list. We really think that ordered lists are excellent. Who doesn't love a bit of order? So let's do a bit more practice. If you forget what an ordered list looks like, feel free to look back at the previous section, okay? So in the body tag, create an H3 tag with the text most annoying TV celebrities. That's bad. I don't know that many TV celebrities. I'll just make up names like Bob and Charlie and Jerry and stuff. Okay, create an H3 tag with, okay, I will close the H3 tag in case of, so that I don't forget later on. There we go. Make an ordered list with the OL tag on the top 3 TV celebrities you find not to your taste. Remember, these go between the list item tags. Well, I actually don't need to indent that, seeing as this is my opening tag. /OL. And then here is where I need to do my indentation. Oops, it's not that, it's that. Right, yeah. /li. I'll keep on doing IL because it's OL for the other one. Hopefully I don't get confused. I actually have that on my clipboard. I forgot about that. When I say clipboard, I mean once you do some Ctrl-C to something, it goes on your clipboard in your computer's memory, and then you can do Ctrl-V to paste it. So here I will do Bob. Here we'll do Jerry, and here I will do Dan. It's just a few made up names because I don't know that many TV celebrities and I don't really care. Then task 3, remember to close your ordered list with the OL tag. Already did that. under the list you made, make an H2 tag with the text top 3 things I can do for Mother's Day. Well, it's actually Father's Day the day I'm recording this, so it's actually Mother's Day. Is it gonna let me edit it? I will see. H2 heading. Top 3 things. Now day has a capital D as well there. That's interesting. Then make another ordered list of those things too. So we'll just copy this over and do card. I don't know what else. I have no idea what to say here now. Something else and then something third. There we go. Done. 7 submit, and it did actually allow me to use Father's Day there instead of Mother's Day. Interesting. So I guess it doesn't check what you write. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you do the task. It's the tags that really matter. What you put in between them doesn't change much. It's just what the tags do that you will normally use. So as we can see, we have made our H3 tag, which is smaller than the H2 tag, which is smaller than the H1 tag. And then we've made 2 lists. The first list is independent of the second one, as we can see, because the first list has a list of 3 items, which each have their number from 1 to 3, and then the second list again has the same thing, the numbers 1 to 3, instead of starting at 4. I don't know why, but I can't actually select the 3 or the numbers, but that's, I guess, that's how it works. So let's move on. Unordered lists. Oh, is this where we get into the without OL? Let's see. We just learned how to make ordered lists, but what if the order doesn't matter? What if we just want bullet points? Well, I kinda showed that off, but is there a proper way of doing it? So we have UL instead here, instead of OL. So first we open our list with an unordered list tag, which is UL. Previously it was OL, so I guess U stands for unordered, O stands for ordered. For each item we wish to add to the list, we use a list item li, list item tag li with text in between, so like we normally did. And then we tell the browser we are done with our list by calling our closing tab. Why am I saying tab? I'm confusing tab and tag tonight. Tag UL /UL, of course. In your body tag, create an H1 tag and put the text some random thoughts inside it. Sure. That should be H1. There we go. Then under your H1 tag, create a paragraph. That means use the paragraph tags, which describes the list you will make. I don't know what to say, so we'll just say that. Finally, create an unordered list with the UL tag. So I will literally use what I had before. Oops, I have no idea what's happening in here with the indentation. And instead of having the OL, I will change it to UL. Okay. So let's save and submit. Oops, okay, we've done something wrong. Remember to include at least 4 items. Okay, sure. Let's do that then. That's why we got the error. Nothing major. Save and submit code. There we go. So let's compare this to an ordered list. An ordered list, instead of the bullet points here, where my mouse is, would have numbers, and the numbers would be ordered. So it would go, Bob would be 1, Jerry would be 2, Charlie would be 4. And it would have indentation, which this list also has indentation. Without the UL tags, it's not going to have any indentation before those names. So that's a good thing to note. So if you want to have indentation but just bullet points, you use the UL tag. I don't know, but I think that you could probably just put something like actually no, you couldn't. You couldn't put spaces before this to make it indented. You would have to use tags to make it indented. So UL is the best way of indenting text, if you want it to be a list, of course. So let's move on. Oh, that's lots of indentation in the code. Lists inside a list. I guess you can do that then. So you've made ordered lists and unordered lists. Top work. What if you have an ordered list, but each item in the ordered list also has an unordered list nested inside it? Nested simply means inside the list. The editor has a small example of this. Hit save and submit code to see what the result looks like. So, okay, the result is right there already. Remember, you've been nesting tags already. When you nest tags, the last tag you open is the first one you close. Here's an example. So the first tag you open is the last tag closed. So you have UL is opened first and it's closed last. LI is opened last and is closed first. In between you have tacos, which is just a random example. So what we need to do then, well, actually let's first look at what we get here. So we have something that's listed with a number 1, something else that's listed with a number 2, and they seem to be in an ordered list without looking at the code. Then inside them they have 2 unordered lists with 2 different things. So now if you look at the code, we can see we can just ignore the head tag. We will be looking at the body tag. So between those 2 lines we have the ordered list, which has the elements dad's interests and mom's interests. By looking at the indentation, so looking at this line here, we can see what's inside our ordered list. And we can, those 2 lines, well actually more than 2 lines, so this stands out, this stands out, this stands out, and this stands out. We open dad's interests, and in dad's interests we see unordered lists. So that's also indented, and we see dad's interests as listed in an unordered lists. We see the same thing happening with mom's interests. So what do we need to do? On line 21, so here, create an unordered list, not lists, sorry. UL. Let's close it as well. Let's indent. Your unordered list should have 2 items: favorite boys and favorite boys names and favorite girls names. Sure. How do you do this again? Right. Li and close the li. There we go. And I will just copy this over. It has a dot there. I don't think that we need the full stop. Then under each item of the unordered list, create an ordered list. Use the ordered list to specify your 3 favorite boys' names and 3 favorite girls' names. Use the sample nested lists above as examples of how to do this. So now we're making an ordered list inside an unordered list. The example was an unordered list inside an ordered list, which is probably the more useful one usually, but it really depends on how you want it to look or what you want it to do. Let's close the error here because it's annoying me. And then inside here, oops, actually we don't close the tag there. We close the tag later on. So we want 3 examples, and we need to indent that as well. So we want to make an ordered list, so that's OL, and then the closing tag. That's actually not supposed to go there, it's supposed to go like here somewhere. And that's supposed to be indented even more here. And now we can put the items with another li tag, or opening and closing tags. And then in between those 2 tags we can write favorite boys names, I don't know, I'll put my name there because I just can. And then that's favorite boys' names done. Then we can move on to favorite girls' names. Let's just copy this over and get rid of the spaces there. Come on, what's going on? I have no idea. There we go. And I can just skip the same things, but for this sake I'll just do something random because I really just can't think of names. And save and submit. As you can see, it works. So let's look at what the results are. So those are the previous results. Now we have an unordered list which contains ordered lists, and it works in the same way as this does. So if you guys have any questions, do feel free to ask in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a like and share it. Also subscribe, it helps me out and encourages me to make more videos. If you didn't like it though, do feel free to dislike it and tell me how I can improve for next time. But until that next time, thank you guys so much for watching and goodbye.